and you can get fairly behind with that. So you usually do see at least, I think it's 12 points in utility to get to the flat gold. It might be more. And
it is 12, you are correct.
So, I mean, there was a point where you go 0, 9, 21 just to get the flat health, but people realize that you don't really need flat cooldown reduction or summoner spell reduction, because in lane, if you're dead, that doesn't really help you. You need that extra points in defense to get the armor and flat health, so that's not as much of a problem.
Yes, and looks like Mama
So Ziggs is in much more of a precarious position than he realized. Oh, and they would have seen him move as well.
It's a little bit perilous.
Look at this Tarek, he's speedy.
He's so speedy. And they're going to go in here.
He's got movement speed quintessences.
Very nice, and spotted there by Mima. Throws a bomb to their face, but this is full.
They're not backing out though.
No, full 5-man invade. Nautilus is not a bad man to have in invade, that's for sure. Has not skilled yet either, which is very important. Ooh, gigantic roots there onto Nautilus, but looks like they are going to successfully invade this area. It was
We're happy to get a board in.
Yes.
And both sides now have complete vision.
Oh wow, Jax. Oh, very deep, and Dandy on the back as well.
Team is split here. They have to be careful.
That was a flash out from Nautilus there, I think, as well. No, it was Tarek. Apologies. So that was a nice little pincer movement there from MVP White. Something very hard to think of in that, especially in a short period of time. But it worked out beautifully. And MSI, the full retreat has been issued. They're just going to go back to
classic
jungling.
Music in chat saying, honestly haven't seen a Ziggs and completed play it like ever. It's something that actually the Koreans have been playing a bit of. CJ Entis, mid laner, loves to play Ziggs. Played Ziggs in the OGN the other day and in the Enter the Dragon tournament. So he is seeing some play. His area space control is very strong.
Yeah, but certainly one of the things about, getting to bring you guys coverage of these games in English is that we get to see, what is this region doing, and certainly the Asian region very strong has been showing us some great things as well. I mean, earlier today in Game 1 we had Barris, who we've never seen in competitive play until Hero did it twice and stomped people. So, yeah, really great to bring you, something different and bring you guys all this coverage. I mean, because we do get to see stuff like Ziggs, which is a bit more popular over here on this server. Looks like the stream is having a little...
Dropping some frames from what I can see.
It's having a bit of a tantrum again. Again, we'll monitor the tantrum. It looks like it's stabilized after a minute or two in the last game, so hopefully it does that again.
And we somehow ended up with Jax vs Corki 1v1 as Tarek gets to lane.
Yeah, I mean, so we have had a lane swap, I guess, just to catch up while we finish talking about Ziggs. But Hommy's up in the top lane against Jax. We'll be laning against Corki and Tarek's in. Oh my goodness, the damage. Jack's very much happy to trade there with Corki in these early levels. Skarnar is coming up though.
Has to use his smite so that he doesn't get it smite stolen.
And Foster from no Valkyrie for Corki, by the way. But Jax is taking a lot of damage. That's a good stun. And Dandy now going to come up as well. The jump back there, I think ZNS is in trouble. Jax flashes out of the way, and I think Skarner's going to clean this up. Flash forward there, and more Qs coming out from Skarner for the perma-slow. And now ZLK is in a lot of trouble, but Nautilus is here as well. Homer's going to have to back off Skarner. He wants that kill so bad. But he thinks, you know what, it's not worth my life. In fact, is there a hook up? No. No hook for Nautilus yet. No anchor. And a very nice bit of ganking there from Dandy. Yet again, right place, right time with perfect amount of pressure.
Quite a lot of drop frames on the stream.
Yes, I'm noticing. Well, again, we'll keep an eye on that. It seems to be happening less and less. Apologies, everybody. If it gets too bad, we'll just happily reset it mid-game. No problems there. Otherwise, we'll keep looking at it. So keep letting us know, guys. I'm keeping a very close eye on it. Oh, looks like a few more. We'll see. If you got even more. Jeez. Internet is not happy as we drag on into the evening. In the top lane. Oh, they're dropping frames though. It's gonna be bad news. So Homer's back at it again, but he's gonna get sandwiched here by so many members of MSI. And Dandy, yeah, I think he may be dead. No, he just managed to get out of the way with a W. And I feel like at this point it's maybe prudent to reset the stream.
I'm watching now, and the stream seems to, as you say that, as always, seems to be improving.
It does. All right.
Although that is a drop frame again.
Yeah, let us know, guys, if you would like me to reset it. It's just gotta be neither quality just needs to be lowered just a little bit. Although, interestingly, maybe a server thing. I'm not sure, because it's stabilized back again. Again, let us know. Happy to reset it whenever we need to. But we'll keep an eye on it. I have my eyes keenly looking over there to my right. Watching any frames that are now dropping. There we go. Bit annoying, but nothing we can't deal with. Alright. I'm not too sure.
You watch the game, I'll watch the stream.
Okay, no worries. We'll keep that up for now. And we'll reach a decision on that potential reset very soon. Actually, wish I'd gone back and done it between games now. But it looked fine before, so I was hoping it would be fine again. Anyway, I'm getting bursted here a little bit. Well, I say bursted, I just mean auto-attack. The day is getting long after all. There's the burst. Phosphorus bomb. That counter-strike dodging all those autos.
Feels like Hom has been living by the edge of his seat of his pants for like the whole of the 5 minutes of this game.
Yeah, he's really just milking every ounce of that counter back there on Jax. And now Dandy back up and top again to cover for him. Oh, very early boots of mobility as well. Actually coming in here 1v2. Gonna take a little bit too much damage though. And Corki has not got a point of Valkyrie yet, and he has no flash here. If Dandy might realize this. I mean, Tarek is actually they're out of mana. Yes, Ghana's like, let's go.
Now if we look down bot, I mean, we didn't even talk about the strength of the Ezreal Zyra poke lane against a laner like Singed, who really doesn't like 2v1s, and the result is a 5-minute turret.
So I think the swap here, instigated by MVP, has worked out very nicely for them early on in this game. And yeah, that tower's already gone. I mean, we've seen this gear before from teams, and it can get pretty out of control. So we'll see exactly where they go next. Maybe they'll just go down the bottom, continue pushing, maybe try and bully Singe out a bit more. Because denying Singe farm is very important. Much like denying Jax, but Jax seems
it's been very successful so far. I mean, triple the CS and more for Jax.
Yeah, I mean, Jax really doesn't actually seem to be having that much trouble. In fact, he's almost got the same CS as Corki, which is kind of insane when you think about it. Who knows? But yeah, Hom is actually pretty happy with his turn of events, I think. And again, that pressure from Dandy. Really pulling through. You said, Smithy, this game is going to be a lot about Skarner, and so far he's doing nicely. And here in the mid, we are going to have the duo lane move up now for MVP, and Dandy as well, going to put pressure onto this mid. Karthus also a champion that doesn't particularly like getting pushed in on by 2 champions.
And what a message of intent by Dandy. He wasn't intent enough with that early ganks. He's gone for the boots and mobility rush here. No GP10 just yet.
Ready to go. Oh my goodness, that minefield from Ziggs was so nice. And MP is going to get caught here, but I think GGZ could be in trouble. There's the bomb. It's actually going to miss Nautilus. But it doesn't matter as 4 champions in the mid.
And Singed, who finally got a chance to free farm, was forced to come up to try and relieve pressure from mid, but he won't get anything done. And he's missing out on CS here. A double whammy almost.
This mid tower, not long for this world right now for MSI. I mean, Singed is going to come in. He's going to take a little bit of damage here. Lots of poke. Gets out alive. It actually activates his ultimate as well. And that's not letting up right now, our MVP. You know, they've got control of their bottom lane. They've realized they've forced a response, and they're pretty happy right now with what's going on. So they're just going to continue
So
pushing.
they should be. I mean, Skarner's locked and loaded. Boots mobility, Philosopher's Stone at 7 minutes. Wow, just the heart of gold up for Nautilus.
Goodbye mid tower. In the top lane as well, I think we are going to see moves up here. Dandy in, not quite level 5 yet. There's the jump though from Hom. Wants to get onto Corki, tries it back with him, a little bit of an awkward one. And there's Impale, but Requiem coming out as well. Will Jax live? No, he won't. But it's all up to Dandy right now. Can he 1v2? He activates the shield. He's got Crystallized ticking away. Corki here in a bit of trouble, but he's going to need some sick jukes here to get out of the way. Corki's quite low on mana. Attack with a good ward there, and Dandy flashes out of the back. His shield's out of the way, and Skarner.
It'll be just obnoxious if he gets away. And he does. Wow.
Super speedy Skarner. His W hasn't been nerfed in this patch either.
And Tarek only now, as he boards back, has enough mana for stun.
Yeah. I mean, Corki there didn't even have missiles to try and follow up with the long range there. It wasn't level 6 yet. Jax does
he had to choose between the heal there and the stun. He may not have realized it, but obviously he only had mana for one. And the mana for the heal on Corki stopped him from being able to do that shatter to finish it off.
Yeah, I mean, that may have just been a trade, though, in the end, which maybe is not what they wanted. But certainly could have been the case there. A very, very narrow and difficult decision to make there on the spot. So you can certainly understand his reasoning. But yeah, it would kind of kill you to go back and realize, oh man, if only I hadn't used that heal. But Skarner just lobstering away. Just, oh man. That boots mobility as well. He's just so speedy. I mean, we have to think at this point, I think he's got MS Quince as well. We didn't check there, but I would hazard a guess. He's probably got move speed Quince. And look, MVP's Reign of Terror in pushing is not stopping. Small Brains now up in the top. They're great grasping roots actually onto ZNS. And Corki could be in trouble here. Has to Valkyrie out of the way. They're taking
There's just
a ton
such
of damage.
flexible laning going on here. Now Ezreal's picked up the red buff so that he feels he can duel Singed.
And yeah, Singed currently 36 CS. He has caught up a bit on Jax, but Jax has a bit of global gold to his name as well, which is helping him out. And yeah, Imp is basically getting free farm here against his Singed for now. And Corki still getting caught out here by some roots. I mean, it's nice to see a bit of swap of the supports actually. We never really see this, but Zyra doing really nicely here, just creating a 2v2 lane here with Jax. And now Dandy back in the top lane. Does he have Impale back? He does. No flash though, so it could make it a bit more tricky, but we are going to see maybe an invade here for the red buff. And the pressure again from MVP. Just not letting up this game. Once they have control, once they have, you know, a key objective, a key point, like mid tower or bottom tower, or both in this case, they are just taking every chance they get to be as aggressive as possible.
And actually, the play from Dandy here very similar to Reset's play for KD rolls to A last game.
Yes, in fact, I had kind of confusion there. A bit of deja vu, thinking, oh, Hom, gonna take a bit of damage, this could be trouble actually. But looks really good. Zara there follows up with the ult. The triple knock-up as Dandy comes in. There's a great ult from Ziggs from long range. And there's a dive there. The Ignite takes it off. And that's a nice impale actually, but oh man, I think Hom's dead. Yeah, we go. Tack will die as well though. And there's Corky down there as well as Zara takes a bit of the tower and flashes out of the way. And Ziggs.
Mima uses his, let's find the name of that ability, satchel charge to get away.
Always fun to see Ziggs. I mean, it's been buffed in recent times as well. It's a little bit more usable now. So Ziggs certainly gets a lot more mileage out of that escape ability, which is otherwise was a bit awkward to use, to be perfectly honest. But it's looking nice right now, and despite losing a few people, though, one in fact, Hom went down there, which I'm sure he's not happy about. But MvP are still getting a lot of pressure here, and it's looking like they are wanting to take these 3 outer turrets by less than 15
Dropping a
minutes.
lot of frames, Pastry. I think it's reset time.
Yeah, it was fine there for a while. Stabilize back again. Choppy, choppy, choppy. Never good.
It's never now it's fine. It's one of those things.
Yeah, it's just every now and then it's
not
just
sure.
a few. I mean, in the first few minutes of this game, it wasn't too happy the stream was, but it seems to have
Pastry's
stabilized
stream goes for the reset, says Fantasy. I don't know. It is fine now.
Yeah.
Sorry, chat. It's one of those things where we haven't.
Yeah, it's not like it's obviously not working at whatever quality it's
the game though. We see the Duo Baron here, the Duo Dragon. Sorry here. No smite available there.
Not gonna need it by the looks of things.
Nope.
A very cute 2-man Baron. There, Jackson's very cute at those 2-man objective plays because of that leap strike. And as you as well, the blink that could have been a leapfrog situation, which we have seen. Yeah, CLG Prime do now and then. Oh, he's in trouble. There's a great ult as well from Ziggs for the damage. It's almost close. A grasping roots there to make sure he's in range from Small Brain. And Imp picks up the kill there very nicely.
I gotta say, that Ziggs ult has quite the travel time, especially at longer range, but he's hitting all of them.
Well, when you have good setup, CC, you can afford to. And what have we learned about Zyra? She's really good at setting up some of these slower ultimates, isn't she?
And she's only a support. I wonder how Riot feels about the support Zyra situation.
I don't think they like it as much as they want to. That much. That much.
It's all her fundamental kit, though. It's not even necessarily the numbers.
That's true. I'm not sure. Oh, and again with the ensnaring. Oh my goodness, the damage. First they're coming in from Ziggs. Got the knockup with the ult there. It's going to spell the end of Tarek, and now Corky gets himself impaled, and Zyra picks up a double kill.
Doesn't seem like the first game was a fluke here, Pastry Time. MVP really running with it once again.
They are, as we drop a few more frames. Apologies as always. I'm not sure if this game's going to be quick. I'm definitely going to do it between games. So just as a quick announcement, that is going to be happening.
There's no stream problems right now.
Pardon?
Stream's working just. Oh no!
Yeah,
there it goes again.
I can tell because I can see the numbers.
Yeah, you can see the frames. Awkward.
It is a bit awkward. Not particularly happy. But keep my eye out. Looks like it's consistently dropping for 20 seconds, which is not good news. Alright, we're back. No, never mind. I lied. Alright, we may have to do a reset here. If it goes on for any longer, yeah, I'm definitely just going to run a reset here. Yeah, I think it's been going for about 30 straight seconds now. So hopefully it stabilizes, so I can tell you all that's resetting. Otherwise we'll just have to tell you in chat, which is fine. Yeah, alright. Looks like internet has reached its unhappy time in terms of bottlenecking for quality right now. So we'll have to take it down a notch, that's okay. But just have to make sure the stream knows that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
So we are going to have a killer, it looks like. Looks like Nodlet's in a bit of trouble, flashes out of the way though. Satchel charge in there? No, not quite. And I think it's as safe as moment as ever to reset this, alright.
Yeah.
Alright, so if you guys can hear us, which may be difficult given the current lag issues, I'm going to reset the stream. I will be less than 20 seconds and it'll be back up. So bear with us as we make sure to get everything nice and smooth as possible. And I'll be joining you again shortly for the rest of this game. We could have trouble here for JRD though. Sims tries to get out of the way. There's the Impale coming in. And there's the Zigzag following up there as well. We wouldn't even talk about Impale plus 6, but I am going to do the reset now. I don't think we're going to get any more kills. So very, very quickly we will reset this. Oh, I don't know about that. Only one kill lost unfortunately. But poor Corky. We got man murdered. Alright guys, we are back. Hopefully that fixes any issues we were having. Apologies we had to take it down. Unfortunately, in the 30 seconds or so that we were offline, Corky did fall there. As Hom did a nice man murder 1v2. Picked himself up a kill, but did fall to Tarek in the end. But hopefully everything should be nice and smooth. Looks great right now, which is always good. And that should fix any issues. And hopefully for the rest of the afternoon and the evening, we will be plagued with no more choppiness, no more lag, and it'll be nothing but happiness. So right now, MVP still in a commanding position here in this game. Now pressuring this inhibitor turret here in mid. Again, 16 minutes into this game, MVP just looks so good right now. That's a nice fling actually for Dandy, but the AoE from the Ziggs ult, so massive and Singe, he's on very low health, he will go down though, and Dandy taking a bit, actually impales Nautilus there, and I think he's going to get out of this one. There's the shield as Ziggs grabs a double, and Mime is flashed into the base now. He gets another kill there as the bomb goes straight across.
But he's
done. He's dead, goodbye. Requiem there, the last word from Karthus. But still, 4 for 2 is a trade that MVP will happily take. And they're still continuing the pressure.
Looking good guns right here.
Looking very nice. And the Hom now pressuring the top. We had a bit of Zarya there in the mid, and Ezreal down the bottom lane. So, you know, the 2 people they lost was all they needed for a few kills, and the rest of them will take a lane each and start pushing. MVP just in such a great spot right now. Oh, it looks like we've got trouble in Zarya. Yep. Flashes out of the way there, gets exhausted though. But those slowing plants. Jeez. So obnoxious sometimes. And Hom gets top tower there as well, taking out that inner. Jax, I mean, Jax hasn't even had, you know, the super superb game he had on Cho'Gath last game this whole. He's just, you know, oh man, this is Corki gonna get 1v1 here. It's gonna be close. Nice hook there. And Imp is flashing forward. He wants his kill. I think he knows he's dead. 2-shot barrage! He gets it! And I think, oh, he's actually gonna turn this. Oh my goodness, Nautilus. Nautilus, no! Oh, the Mystic shot was so close. He gets it! Red buff! And the minions come back.
First, Ezreal healing so much.
And that Mystic shot, yeah.
18.8% lifesteal, and it showed right there.
It did. Man, it's just a very cutely 1v2 there. That was, oh, that was mean. That was very mean, and now the pressure continues from MVP White. And there's an impale. It's going to be a pretty easy killer onto Tarek. He flashes out of the way. There's Arcane Shift up forward as well. And goodbye, Tarek. Imp is now unstoppable. Sitting at 5-0 already in this game. The gold difference already 10,000 plus in the lead for MVP. And lots of towers.
A little window into why Ezreal had some treatment after this game.
Yes.
After this patch, sorry.
He's just waiting on Arcane Shift. In fact, maybe not. He's got it up. He's going to farm some minions. It's like, hey, Sinch, how you doing? Yeah, I've got this up. Don't worry. I'm safe. And this is the pressure on 2 different fronts right now for MVP. Pushing in the mid, pushing in the bot. 6-1 in turrets. 17-5 in kills. MSI Evolution. They are maybe operating on a wing and a prayer at this point. It looks grim. It's not over, but it looks grim. And MVP White are looking like they may take a 2 here. I think Zara's gonna die. That's a nice fling of those. Is he actually gonna kill Tarek? That'll be hilarious. No. Oh, yep, never mind. The plants get the last word, and the Zara passive is still up. Decides to shoot it at Singed. But yeah, Zara gets the trade there. 1v4, it looked like. Oh, and there's a Sorelia's Reverie. Dandy happy to impale almost anybody at this point. As long as his team's ready there to follow up. Now Trinity Force on the way as well for him. Mid turret looking a little bit unhealthy. Just over half its health left, and the pressure will continue for MVP despite being 4v5. But really, what can he do? That's a great impale, and that's so much damage on the Karthus. Nice pick there, and they're going to move forward after killing that turret. IMP taking a lot of damage here. Imp could dodge. No, he does die. A nice lay waste there picks him off. But it doesn't really matter. MVP get what they want here, and there's mid inhibitor going down. I mean, they could all die at this point, and it may not matter. Dandy could fall here. There's going to be an Oracle's going down. And ZNS picks that kill up. Hom in a lot of trouble still as well. The last steal Quince. No, not enough. And Mime now trying to get out of the way. That satchel charge very nicely used there. Corki flashes forward. Those Ziggs, can he get out of it? And my satchel charge has got the slowing. No, he gets flung back there. And that's a nice set of kills there. In fact, 4 for 2 in favor of MSI. Feels like the first time they've been ahead this game, but they're still very, very far behind. That was nice. They're going to need a lot more of that if they want to keep in this game.
I just really like how this comp's come together. This Skana got way ahead early, and it's all worked so well. It just feels like with the Ziggs satchel charge, with the Ziggs minefield, and all the Zyra CC, there's such a lot to dodge that Skana can get in there very happily, use his Shurelias, get a pick, and they're translating that into win team fight after win team fight. But as you rightly point out, a lot of gold there goes to the MSI side, and they needed it because they're still 10k gold down at the 20-minute mark.
Yeah, it's kind of just a matter of where MVP are heading next. They've got Baron as a very tasty option. Looks like blue buff here is being considered as Small Brain walks around with an Oracles through the enemy jungle. We've got Skarner actually pushing out the bottom lane. They could just push all the lanes out and go for Baron. Maybe they're looking to push another lane instead. I mean, they've got every single outer and tier 2 turret down at this point. Only Inhibitor and Nexus turrets left, and one of them's dead right now. MSI's Inhibitor and their Inhibitor turret has already fallen in that last push. And I think Jax is attempting to solo Baron. He is not being particularly successful. Why does Jax have a Stinger?
I think he's fairly confident in his victory.
Seems like it. With a bit more attack speed for them last year, Quince. But we are going to see continued pressure now for MVP. Oh, two-man game coming up in the top lane. Tarek plus Corki. Hom could be in trouble. He gets dazzled. I think he's going to die. He may have to turn and fight, but it's not going to be enough. Maybe Valkyrie out from Corki to kite him. There's a nice counter strike, but I think Hom, he's going to try and kite, but he can't quite get there. As Skarner gets killed around Takathas. There's Requiem coming out as well. A nice fling there from Dandy under the turret. And that CC there from Nautilus could spell the end, and it almost will, but it will. But IMP still coming up there as Imp. True Shot Barrage, a bit wonky, but Nautilus dodges it. That knock up there was a little bit awkwardly timed. Looks like JRD's in trouble though as well. Maimai does go down there to Tarek. The Imp is just killing people. Left, right, and center, and Corki comes in. I don't know if they can 1v1 here. He's going to try though. No, he can't. Arcane shift around the back. Nautilus in trouble. He does have a bit more health. He does. There's a one more kill. There's a triple for Ezra. Is it going to be a quadra? It is.
He makes it look easy.
And Imp, yeah, just so far ahead.
Imp or Pimp, whichever one you want to settle on, he's doing it big this game.
And I think this game he deserves the title of Pimp. He was Imp last game. He's graduated.
MV Pimp.
It is. We're not misreading that at all for our own enjoyment. But it looks like Zara Ezreal may even close this out. 4 kills there for Ezreal there. Karthus the only one left. Could be caught in the crosshairs for the delayed Penta. But I mean, even if they can't get the Nexus, they got one Nexus turret, they're going to get this Inhibitor turret. This Inhibitor's probably going to die soon.
So, I mean, clearly, MSI came into this game with a good rep as one of the best teams in the Philippines. But do you think that they played poorly, or do you think they were do you think they were outplayed, outplayed? Like, what do you think has been the cause of such two very, very one-sided games we've had here?
I think at this point, if it wasn't already, it is now impossible to deny just the depth of the ability in the Korean League of Legends scene. You know, the best of the rest is not a title most teams would be happy to have. You know, we wouldn't expect, you know, it's kind of like, you know, being the best amateur team. You're good, but, you know, you're not, I don't think as much as is expected to.
Just keep them going here.
Yeah, we're just going to watch the last 2 tracks of this team fight. MVP have basically just walked through the last part of this game here. Maimai could be in trouble. No, not going to matter. They're good defensive Zara ult as well. Dandy is in fact face tanking the turrets. He flashes out of the way. He's working on him. That Small Brain goes down. But yeah, I think you cannot deny just how good the Koreans are at this point. And even, you know, their top amateur team potential, the best of the rest, however you want to put it. You know, one of their good teams, but certainly not the best. From the level of play we've seen from their best teams, the fact that this is their quote-unquote, you know, B teams is just incredible.
The depth of the Korean scene, as so many NA players talk about in their interviews, on display here.
And lots of super minions here towards this Nexus. Barely any structures left for MSI
Dandy's
Evolution.
in a lot of trouble here.
Oh goodness gracious me. Dandy, he's gonna die. So a nice chunk of change there for Corki. He picks up a bit more gold. I mean, Karthus has decent items. It's just, they seem to be kind of getting a foothold here in terms of items, but if we look on the other side, still a lot of good stuff going on here for MVP, and with this many, with your base in ruins, is there a chance here? Is there a chance for MSI Evolution? I don't think it's ever worth counting a team out, but I mean, if it looked grim before, I don't know what it looks like after that. I'm out of adjectives to describe just how bad this is looking for MSI, but a glimmer of hope is here. We shall see, but not a whole lot left going on in terms of base structures. It looks like JRD is going to get himself 1v1 here by Jax. Actually, maybe not. ZLK is coming up as well. Damage coming in. Zigzag as well, going to do quite a chunk here. There's a good bit of burst coming out. Looks like a kill there from mid. As Zarya gets picked off by Karthus. But Jax, he's still trying to do it now. 1v3. Requiem coming out. It's 1v3.5. And he does go down. Maimai in here as well. Great satchel charge over the back of Baron. And I don't think Ezreal cares much for any of this tomfoolery near the jungle. He just wants more inhibitors. In fact, no turrets left right now. 11-1 in turret score for MVP. And this is a lot of time being wasted here by MVP. And really, that's all they need to do. I think Ezreal's actually pretty comfortable trying to 1v2 Karthus and Corki at that point. That's saying a lot. about what's going on in this game. Oh man, that's a lot of damage being taken by Imp. Is he going to get the kill? It's going to be close. He gets forward there with the Arcane Shift and is going to fall to KRL, who gets very close to dying there with that Ignite. But really, the rest of MVP, they can just clean up the base if they want at this point. Nice Impale there onto Tarek. And that's going to be an easy kill there for Mima to clean up. And there it is. I don't think they're even interested in inhibitors at this point. There might be. The defense is here with Nautilus plus Singed. But yeah, top inhibitors getting worked at now by Dandy. There's play left in this game for MSI Evolution, but there's certainly no shame in scooping it up at this point. And just saying, you know what? Today you guys played better, and we respect that.
You have to say they've been comprehensively outplayed. The comps they picked were just fine, but such good execution from MVP this game.
Yeah, I mean, certainly no tarnish on the Philippine scene at all. We can tell that certainly MSI are a very capable, very confident, and very good team, but today, MVP White, they're the better team. As Mima gets exploded there by Corky. Dandy, I think, is in trouble as well. But again, this is mainly academic at this point. It would take, I don't know what level of throwing we'd be up to.
And you hear calls in chats, but I'm pretty sure it's just casual baiting by both teams having a bit of fun.
Sure.
And the result, I mean, the gold lead is closing, but you'd have to think the result is academic at this point.
I think so. And still, you know, the closing gold lead is still 12,000. Which is a lot still.
Jax has some pretty cool items, though.
Where are we? Wow. Oh yeah. I feel like the confidence from this game is... And, you know,
let's get
from the last game.
I mean, there's 10 turrets difference, but there's only 10k gold difference.
That's true. That's not too bad. Certainly plenty of kills on the board here for MSI Evolution. And certainly, there's a lot to be said about, you know, this is their last game, potentially. And for the looks of things, it will be their last game. What shame is there in fighting it out, really? You know, bit more camera time, bit more fun, bit more showmanship.
I think Hom is the one going for the camera time here.
I think so too, with that Thunder Hourglass. They're going to have a Baron here. I believe our first Baron of the game. And this is going to go completely uncontested for MVP. Wow, look at that Baron damage. It's taken down so fast.
It was all the Zhonya's.
It was.
And now that the team's finally grouped after kind of zombie pushing into mid for the last 20 minutes, I think this will be the end of it.
Yeah, I think it's fun. You know what? We're going to close out this game. We've had enough. We've had our fun. It is time to end it and advance to the next round. Nautilus, the first one to get caught. Mima takes a lot of damage there. But Kantas gets absolutely obliterated there in that burst damage. And there's the zombies from Jax as he's in the mix of it. Triple kill for Ezreal. IMP looking for the Penta. Can he get it? There's the Quadra. Can he get it? Penta kill. No! And oh, Corky gets back to base just in time. Oh, he's maybe get it here. The delayed Quadra is going to be close. Dandy
tries to help him out.
He dives into the turret. IMP could still get it. There's the delayed Quadra. And that's the good game there. And really, no shame there for MSI Evolution. They played great, but as we said,